Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Bridget Salmini coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is Friday, November 9th in a day G.
And I'm Luke Rambuya. We have a lot of information to get to from first quarter grades to the upperclassmen play. But first, will everyone please rise for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's start off with some exciting news. Last week, NCHS announced November Students of the Month. So if you haven't heard already who they are, here you go. A huge congratulations to freshmen Mia Gallo and Taylor Flowers, sophomores Emma Graw and Peyton Welch, juniors Sophie Smith and Walker Swindell, and finally seniors Jara Moore and Nicholas Roder-Yika. These are students that always show respectful behavior to themselves and others, are open to new ideas, and participate in class each day. Not only this, but they also display an incredible attitude and show school pride. So these students clearly deserve some acknowledgement. Congratulations, guys.
Awesome job, Students of the Month. As you know, Quarter 1 grades were released this past Wednesday afternoon. Seniors, if you want to submit your first quarter grades to any or all of your prospective colleges, you must see Ms. Granite as soon as possible to fill out a request form. Grades will be going out next week, but only to the schools you requested on the form. If you have any further questions, please see your counselor and try to hop on this sooner rather than later.
Bridget, I know that people are dying to show off some school spirit at these sports games. If that sounds like you, you're in luck because today the Spirit Wear store is open from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. by the gym, with vintage jerseys being sold for $5 each. The store will also be open every day next week at the same times, but as a reminder, only cash is accepted. So make sure to go and buy some fire jerseys.
On to more of an artistic note, the NCHS art exhibition Abstract Reality had its opening reception last night in the main art lobby gallery. Very talented artwork from drawing, paintings, and mixed media are on display as we speak, so make sure you check it out before it's not too late. If you have not had the chance to see these masterpieces, stick around because we do indeed have a slideshow of some at the end of the broadcast.
Now, what about our musical artists? The choir program is hosting their annual Grapefruit fundraiser to raise money for their trip to Carnegie Hall in April. Not only that, but the fundraiser also helps benefit local food banks near us. Choir students will be selling boxes of grapefruits for $24 each, containing 16 to 20 grapefruits in each box. Pickup is at the choir room from December 5th through 20th between 8 and 3:30 p.m. Make sure to find a choir student because these absolutely delicious ruby red grapefruits are sure worth it.
Now, I know people are still talking about the amazing Underclassmen musical from just 2 weeks ago, but theater has got even more in store for us. The Upperclassmen play, Letters to Sala, will take place on November 15th, 16th, and 17th. So it's time to get your tickets before they run out, especially since the play will be a 3/4 round audience. These are available now on the NCHS Theater website, or they can be purchased at the door the nights of the play. Letters to Sala is a remarkable story of a young girl's survival from the Holocaust. Sala Gonkars Kirchner kept her incredible collection of over 350 letters from this time a secret. Everything changes when Sala reveals these letters to her grown daughter. This sounds like it will be an incredible play, especially with this interesting plot. So I know I will not be missing this one, and I hope to see you all there.
Something else that's been talked about a lot recently, yearbooks have been on sale for a while. So if you haven't ordered one yet, please do it sooner rather than later. If you ordered before December 1st, it will only cost $75. But if you wait past then, the price will increase to $85. If you forget to order your copy altogether, do not worry because you can buy the yearbook on the day of distribution for $100. Also, a quick reminder for seniors that your senior quote, baby picture, and senior ad needs to be submitted by December 1st through the Google Forms you should have received in your email.
Now, Luke, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the NCHS math team for placing 4th out of 26 teams at their last meet on October 3rd. Captains Daniel Liu and Audio Gali led the team to victory in their match on Wednesday at Wilton High School, where they placed 3rd this time out of 26 schools again. Way to go, guys. That definitely takes a lot of talent and pure intelligence.
Wow, Bridget, it sure seems like the math team has been absolutely dominating lately. Have you heard any domination on our sports fields?
Luke, to be honest, I'm not so sure. But for more information about everything related around NCHS, let's send it over to Ian Nicholas, who's back again this week. Ian, how are you?
Bridget and Luke, I am doing great, and as always, it's great to see you guys. NCHS, I am back after a few weeks off, and I am excited to bring you all the latest sports news from around school. Hello, I am Ian Nicholas, and this is your Rams Sports Report. Let's start off with field hockey. After losing to Greenwich in a back-and-forth 1-0 loss during the FCI quarterfinal round, the girls looked to rebound during states. However, their first game for round 1 of the tournament was a tough one, a road matchup against arch rival and 6th-seeded Darien. Unfortunately, they lost 3-2. Down 3-0 early, the Rams tried to claw their way back, scoring goals from juniors Emily Knight and Estelle Asker, but came up just short. The girls finished their great season with a 13-7 record. Great job, girls. Now on to girls volleyball. They finished their up-and-down regular season with an 8-11 record. However, it wasn't all bad news, as their midseason push helped them qualify for states. The girls, seeded 27th, faced off versus 6th-seeded Fairfield Ludlow on Monday in the first round of the tournament. They couldn't pull off the upset, though, losing 3-0. Nevertheless, it was a solid season for the girls, which featured great play from senior captains Julia Salvatore, Emma Wheeler, and Vinay Rosedal. Good work, girls. Now, how about girls soccer? For the first time since 2009, the girls made it all the way to the FCIAC finals last week. There, they battled the Richfield Tigers in a close game that came down to the wire, but lost 1-0. They looked to rebound at states on Monday as the 12th-ranked team in the playoffs, hosting Conard High School in the opening round. Freshman Dylan Patton had 2 goals and led the girls to a 5-0 victory. Then on Wednesday, the girls headed over to face 5th-seeded Staples, however, ended up losing 2-1. The girls still had a great season despite the loss, and congrats to captains Caroline Shue, Caitlin Sparks, and Kendall Patton, as well as fellow seniors Jordan Patterson, Olivia Costco, and our own Bridget Salmini. The girls finished with a 14-6-1 record while getting wins in both FCIAC and state playoffs. What a run it was for the girls. Now moving on to cross country. Last week we forgot to mention a certain someone. So this week we want to give a special shout out to junior Sophie Curcio, who had a spectacular race at the Class L Championships. She came in 10th overall in the 5K with a time of 20:10. Meanwhile, even though the boys' season is over, Andrew Mallings is not. He will be participating tomorrow in the boys' regional meet at Dairyfield Park, New Hampshire. Around only 100 of the best boys from across 5 different states in the Northeast will race for a chance to compete at Nationals in California. Great job and best of luck, Andrew. Another team that's still treading water is girls swimming. Last Thursday, the girls competed in FCIACs and placed 7th out of 10 teams. Even though they didn't dominate the meet, they still came away with some terrific individual performances. Sophomore Alex Pastushin was on fire in the pool, finishing 3rd in the 100 butterfly and 2nd in the 100 backstroke. Meanwhile, fellow sophomore Maddie Hay also finished 5th in the 200 individual medley and 4th in the 100 backstroke. After FCIACs, the girls prepared for states, which started yesterday with the diving championship. They had a big night as underclassmen stole the show, with sophomores Charlotte Frank and Kendall Soma placing 2nd and 17th respectively, while freshmen Olivia Quinn and Ella Olafson placed 6th and 12th. The girls will wrap up state swimming qualifying tomorrow and championships on Tuesday. Finish strong, girls. Now on to some Friday night lights. Football looked to continue their 2-game win streak last Friday night against Norwalk. You know NCTV was there, so let's roll the highlights. It's an emotional night for 35 Rams players who will be playing their last career game on Dunning Field during senior night. In the first, the Rams defense stepped up in a big way when Norwalk quarterback Kyle Gordon's pass is tipped by senior Nate Sibbett and is picked off by diving senior Will Rechterman. Later in the first, Rams up 14-0 and junior QB Drew Pine throws a quick screen to the right and senior receiver Wyatt Wilson follows his blockers, breaks a tackle, and rumbles into the end zone to extend their lead to 21. Later in the half, Pine completes a quick pass out to Quentin O'Connell, who had a big night with 2 touchdown catches. Now, this completion might not seem like much, but for Pine, it was the one that broke the school record for the most passing yards in a career with 6,444. Pine continues to cement himself in the history, and it's crazy to think he has another full season to go. And when you break a record like that, you have to be Ram of the Week. Congrats, and keep killing it. The guys ended up defeating Norwalk 34-0 and are now 6-2 on the year with a 3-game win streak, looking to make it 4 during tonight's game at Fairfield Ludlow. It's a must-win for their playoff push, so good luck, guys. Well, that's all I have for sports this week, and as I mentioned, it's a must-win for the football team tonight, so we should be in for an exciting game. Bridget and Luke, back to you.
Thank you, Ian. Seems to me that the sports teams have been killing it. But for those whose seasons are over, like field hockey, girls volleyball, and girls soccer, they all clearly have a lot to be very proud of.
Speaking of some of the seasons, the seasonal weather is really starting to set in. For more information on the weather, we swing it over to my boy Quinn O'Connell for the first time. Q, take it away.
Thank you, Bridget and Luke. It's great to be here, and good morning, New Canaan High School. This is Quinn O'Connell, and for the first time, I'm this week's weatherman. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get the show on the road. Broadcast numero uno. For today, folks, it really bums me out to inform you, but we're in for some evening rain. It will be cloudy through the day with showers expected to start in the late afternoon. Temperatures, like they were this morning, will be rather brisk across the day, staying in the 40s. As for Saturday, I'm excited to tell you the rain will go away. It will be mostly sunny across the day, which is just great. The winter chills are expected to sink in with lows around freezing, with the high of the day only in the 40s. Yikes. To best describe this weather, I like to call it cunny, cold and sunny. Shout out to you, Chuck man. Unfortunately, this trend continues into Sunday. If you're headed outside, be sure to put on those thick winter raincoats, as the low will be in the 20s and the high still in that low 40 range. Now, there's not much fun about this weather, but the only thing that could make it worse is chilly feet and toes. So guys, don't forget your socks, because that would stink, literally. Well guys, I know this weather doesn't sound too great, but as always, happy weekend, New Canaan. And as my great friend, Freddie Mercury from Queen, said it best, goodbye everybody, I've got to go. Bridget and Luke, back to you guys.
Thanks, Q. I'm sure people will be saying what's up in the halls.
Now, NCHS, before we go, we would like to wish a very happy birthday to Alexandra Pepe, Henry Poli, Matthew Reggioni, Megan Reggioni, and Maggie Stringer. If you have any announcements, be sure to email us at nctv78@gmail.com or tweet at us at nctv78 a week before the Friday broadcast. This has been Bridget Salmini.
And I'm Luke Rambuya. I hope everyone is able to take some time and relax this weekend before the second quarter sets in. We'll leave you now with art from the Abstract Reality Art Show. Have a great weekend, NCHS.